Hello and welcome to another beautiful day in Canada. We are in Quebec City at the Place d'Armes, and if that sounds familiar from Montreal, it is the same name, different place.
We just left Montreal, but prior to that we were in Ottawa, the Thousand Islands, Toronto, and Niagara Falls. But today we are exploring the beautiful Quebec City. Just from where we had to park, it was a little bit of a hike up the hill.
So this is one of North America's oldest cities, which has a big influence on the architectural style, especially here in the old part of Quebec City, which is where we are and where we're going to be exploring today. We have a full itinerary of incredible things to see, a lot of walking to do, some good treats to try. So we're gonna dive into that and explore what so far has been an absolutely beautiful city.
We are starting at the tourist center where we were able to pick up a map because it is in the same area as the very famous hotel that we are going to be looking at. As we are walking over to the world's most photographed hotel, we're walking through this really cute plaza with a very detailed statue right there. But even though it's October, they're setting up for Christmas. They're building some sort of Christmas castle over there, and I am all here for it.
On the south side of the Place d'Armes is the Château Frontenac, which is one of the world's most photographed hotels. It opened in the late 1800s and it is in the Chateauneuf-esque style. It is really stunning from the outside, but what's really fantastic is you can actually go into the hotel to check out the lobby, even if you're not a guest there.
I looked it up and it's about $550 to $600 per night USD for the cheapest room.
I can't wait to go inside and see what is hiding behind these walls. Wow.
Yeah. This is incredible.
I keep dreaming about the good life, the anywhere, anytime drive. I wanna get back there.
We were able to explore the lobby and first floor area within the Hotel Frontenac. Super luxurious, really cool, and absolutely worth walking into to check out. But outside, when you come out onto the Terrace, which is this boardwalk alongside the hotel, you have absolutely stunning views of the St. Lawrence River. There are beautiful fall colors out today. There are some ships in the harbor. I could only imagine staying there. Unfortunately,
maybe one day.
It's a little bit rich for our blood.
From this terrace, there is a funicular. It can be used to bypass this really steep hill that gets you down to Lower Town. But I think we may save that for the ride up because we'll probably need it by then. So we are going to take the stairs down to Lower Town. So we've just walked down like the first set of main stairs. We still have a bit of stairs to go, but we are on a bridge that goes over one of what seems to be a main tourist road. You can see shops from here. I'm doing a little bit of window shopping just from up here. I'm excited to get down there.
Tell me where you wanna go. The sky is the limit. Should we walk on the moon?
Walk down this really picturesque set of stairs to get down to the lower city area. There's some really cool boutique shops and restaurants and things like that, but we have definitely gotten into the more touristy area.
Oh, there's souvenir shops everywhere.
Yeah, we actually ended up speaking to a group that was here on a cruise, which is pretty amazing. They are going down the St. Lawrence River, but all that to say is this is definitely a bustling area with a lot of people moving around, and it feels like a lot's happening here.
And it smells like popcorn. There's a lot of popcorn shops, and the caramel and the sweet butter smell makes this area smell incredible.
Yeah.
Just at the base of the stairs that we went down, you can see the funicular.
That's
it's not
cool.
moving at the moment, but I think they're loading it up, so that's pretty neat. Oh, now it's coming down.
Oh, there it goes. I wonder how much it is.
It's $5
per person?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Bonjour. One, please. Merci. Although I was tempted by the popcorn because it smells so good, we have settled on maple sugar on snow. We did get a little taste of this while we were in Niagara Falls at the free maple syrup tasting thing, but this is definitely more than the little free sample that we got. And this, I believe, was actually on like crushed ice or snow, where the one in Niagara Falls was more on like a frozen
block of ice, like freezer.
Yeah, still delicious, but this looks more like the real deal, which I'm very excited to try. You can't visit Quebec without tasting maple syrup. Quebec maple syrup accounts for over 72% of the world's production, and sugar shacks are popular all over the Quebec province. But enough talking about it, let's try it. It's already dripping a little bit. That is delicious. It's very sugary. It has a different consistency than the one that we had in Niagara Falls, where it was almost like a sucker because they were so thin and it was so hard. This is definitely more of like a gelatin texture. It's a little bit wet, not just because it's sprinkling, but because of the snow. I'll give it a try.
Sure.
It's a little messy.
It's cold, which makes sense with it coming off of the snow. It is like very, almost chewy, very rich flavor, very full with the maple. It tastes like exactly what you would be wanting to put on your pancakes or waffles in the morning, but a really cool, neat, sweet treat.
So there's a little problem with the funicular. It's cash only, and we just used our last cash to buy the sugar, which I stand by. So
good option.
The stairs it is.
Yes, which is good. I think that this area is really, really pretty. The aesthetic is great. The day's not bad. We got a little bit of rain, but it's cleared up.
Yeah, this is definitely a very walkable city, and I think that's the main thing to do, is just to enjoy all the sights. We made it up the stairs from Lower Town. We're back on the terrace, heading towards the toboggan, and it's becoming more and more lively up here. There's even a person playing music up here, so it's really setting the scene and makes you feel even more like you're in a city in Europe. During the winter, you can toboggan down this, and I think Canada during the winter is really like calling our name. There's just so much to do and see in all seasons here, but this slide may have sealed the deal because that looks like an absolute blast, and I would love to go down that.
Yeah, this is actually something that's been here since like the late 1800s.
1884.
1884 it's been here, and having people toboggan down on this Dufferin Terrace, which is pretty impressive.
But sadly, we cannot go down the toboggan today because we are not in the right season. So
Close.
We have to, almost give it a month or two. Honestly, a week or two, because it could snow at any time up here. So we have to bypass it now. We're going to have to walk past it, down the Governor's Promenade to the Citadel Museum.
It's like a submarine boat. Looking down onto the water, you can see a lot of different boats. There's barges, there's ferries, there's cruise ships, but there was one that just kind of off of the dock looked really interesting. There was what looked to be a submarine submersible on the deck, and so that kind of piqued my interest. So I used Google Lens on my phone to try and identify it, and it actually worked. And it turns out that is the CCGS Amundsen, which is a Canadian Coast Guard icebreaking vessel dedicated to scientific research. So this ship actually goes up and does icebreaking into the Arctic Ocean. It does oceanography and climatology and ocean geology, all sorts of really incredible, amazing things that are important for the Canadian and international scientific community. So it's pretty neat that it's just docked here in Quebec City.
All right, I am confident now that we are off the boardwalk, because that was the last set of steps that we needed on the Governor's Promenade.
Now we get to walk around the fortification.
We are on the right path, literally, because there's a sign on the path. So that is very reassuring. We didn't walk those steps for nothing.
You do get some absolutely amazing views. Through a break in the tree line on this side, you can see a really beautiful bridge. The sun's coming through. You get a nice look at the city skyline up in front of us. Pretty incredible.
That's where we're going.
We found it. We haven't even made it into the museum yet, but there are some really great informational placards that tell the history of this area. So, New France was ceded to England at the Battle of the Plains of Abraham. The citadel actually was constructed after that to deal with the threat of the Americans. So this was a British-built fort.
So for 2 adults?
Yes, please.
Where are you from?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, Buffalo. Okay. So this year is your third year for football.
We've been
We say
saying
that
that every year.
Oh, fine. Come look at the closer. I don't fight.
We finished up with our tour up at the Citadel, which is on the top of the hill at the highest point in the city. It was really a very informative, interesting, and fun experience outside of the downpouring rain.
Yeah, we got to learn even more about the fort's history, and our guide was absolutely great. It's still an active military base, so the only way to see the inside of the Citadel is through a guided tour. So I'm so glad that we went ahead and did that and they had availability, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to see that. But now we are back in kind of the square that we started.
Yeah, Place d'Armes.
Yeah, they're adding even more Christmas stuff, so they're definitely preparing for that. I don't know what I'm more excited for, the Christmas decorations or that the sun's back out. At any rate, we are going across the street, past this guy who I don't think is supposed to be parked there, to the restaurant right behind it.
Bonjour. Thanks.
Merci.
We have come down and are eating and getting lunch at the Chic Shack. Quebec is where poutine originated, so we wanted to make sure that we tried it here. Until then, we have milkshakes and soda. The milkshake is very good. We got a chocolate milkshake. It has some whipped cream on top. It is definitely smooth and good, rich chocolate flavor.
They make their own juices and sodas, so I really wanted to taste their homemade lemonade. That's really good. Definitely more on the sweet side than it is tart. But it's a nice refreshing drink after all of that walking that we did. And yeah, I'm very excited for the poutine to come. I am noticing that it's not French fries here. There's little potato wedges. There's very large cheese curds, which I'm very excited about. And it looks like some chives.
Probably.
Have to find out. Those are some of the squeakiest cheese curds I've ever had.
The cheese is really good. Like Heather said, it's really squeaky.
Isn't it?
Tastes fresh. The gravy is really good. And I actually think I prefer the potato wedges. It feels like a thicker cut and it holds up against the gravy a little bit more.
Yes, it is less soggy. Can't go wrong with either, but I think I prefer the French fries.
We are making our way back down from the top of the hill. And as we were making our way back down, we were passing, for our third city in a row, the Notre Dame Cathedral. This is actually Canada's oldest church, and it is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site that is this old historic district of Quebec City.
Yeah.
This whole area from the places we've been looking through
Citadel.
here, all of that is part of the historic district. I don't think you can go in right now because the doors don't seem
They look very
open.
closed.
You may be able to do that. I'm sure it's very cool inside. The other cathedrals that we've gone into have been absolutely stunning, but we'll have to just admire this one from the outside. That is kind of a wrap for our time.
No, it's not. One last really cool thing to go see
Yes.
here.
That is not a wrap on our time in Quebec City. It is a wrap on our time here in the old historic district of Quebec,
Yes.
which was absolutely awesome. I have to say, this has maybe been my favorite city
I think this is my
that
favorite
we've visited.
city in Canada so far as well.
Not to say the other cities weren't visiting,
Oh no,
but
they were all amazing.
this was really great. We really enjoyed our day today.
Yeah.
And the weather has cleared up to be blue skies overhead.
It doesn't even feel like the same day. Like we're dry now, which is, we were soaked through. So this feels like a totally different day. I'm very excited to come back and visit Quebec City with a little winter flair.
Yeah, and to ride the toboggan.
Yes, that looks so fun.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
That's a pretty good falls.
You don't even need to go. You can see them from the road. About 12 minutes down the road, we have made it to Montmorency
I think it's
Falls.
Parc de la Chute Montmorency, which is the Montmorency Waterfall.
That sounds right. More right than whatever I just said. It is taller than Niagara Falls. There is a walking trail that we are going to do. This is going to make for a great ending to a very awesome day here in Quebec City. And best part, the sky is still blue and no rain.
Yes. So I'm not sure how far up towards the waterfall we'll be able to get before things wind down and it gets dark, but we're going to do our best. There's an enormous staircase back near the waterfall. I don't know if we'll have time to make it to the top of that.
I don't know if you have to pay for that. We had to pay to get in here, but I know that you also can pay for attractions. Like they have cable cars, zip
Via
lines.
Ferrata, which is like the mountain
Yeah, that's
wall climb
super
thing.
scary. But speaking of ginormous, there was also a ginormous statue of a snowman. Oh, and a train.
The train's going through.
Wow, they have everything here.
We'll flip so you can see it.
We've talked a lot about winter fun here. That snowman is a mascot for not a Christmas festival. It is the Quebec Winter Festival, which is the world's largest winter festival. It's held every year to kind of like break up the harsh winter. Which way are we going?
This way.
So, if we don't make it back for the Christmas markets, that sounds like a really awesome plan.
You're here. So we want to go across the boardwalk and then try and make it up the stairs.
We could do the base. You can go to the base of the falls, or you can go
to
up
try and
the
make
stairs
the top.
and over that. So do you want to go to the base or up and over?
I think with the amount of time we have, it's probably a safer bet to go to the base.
They close at 6 and it is 5 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The base of the waterfall will let us get very close to it, let us get some great views. This is definitely a popular spot. The parking lot was full. If you look over, you can see it's a pretty steep incline to get to the top of the waterfall. You're going up the side of a cliff.
You can not only see the power, but you can hear it. It's so loud. Oh, it looks like there's a spot across, similar to like the Cave of the Winds at Niagara Falls, where you get just sprayed with water.
I'm good to stay dry. We've already been soaked today.
We've already felt the power of a waterfall.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive though. That water is really coming down. There's a ton of volume coming over. When we were first talking about it and not really seeing the pictures, I would have thought, oh, it's probably a nice tall like waterfall that has a little bit of water coming over. This is massive.
The view back towards the St. Lawrence River is really something spectacular too, with the bridge and the way that the sunset is starting to reflect on the water.
And the snowman butt.
I don't know if I can zoom in that much.
With that, we've made it back to the parking lot. That was a really nice walkway. It was super mellow, really flat, and absolutely stunning view of the waterfall at the end. Definitely worth it. I think that if we had the full day, we would have made an attempt at the stairs and the bridge, but with the light fading, this was the perfect way to end the day.
Yeah, we had an amazing time here in Quebec City and honestly on our entire Canadian road trip. And thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm living my best life. I wake up with the sunrise. It does not look a thing like I thought that it would, but I've been getting my steps in, and I sleep with my best friend. It's the best that it has been in a long time. I'm living my best.